Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to my series playing not Astroneer. Oh, it's been a while. Playing Satisfactory today. Let's see here. Do we still have our lizard doggos in here? Oh, did they get stuck in the foundation? They got stuck in the foundation. Or did they just disappear entirely? Great, that ain't good. I think that means they're under the map. Can I see under the map? Oh, wait. Can I see under the map? I don't think I can. Well, we lost some doggies, some lizard doggos. That's not great, but we will get some soon, because I just remembered that there is an area in the game that's actually pretty close to this spawn area in the desert. If we go that direction and then go around the way and then find a cave, there's actually a cave called the Lizard Doggo Cave, and that actually has some extra stuff there. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. In fact, I think we can get Blade Runners early before anything else there. But the first thing I want to do is do some upgrades to the concrete machine, because right now it's all manual that I got going on. I think I actually took out all of the miners over there. Yeah, we got them all in my inventory here. So actually, let's craft up the little bit of concrete we got left right here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of start automating that, so then we have a lot of concrete for our own needs. And what I actually found that's a good ratio is, since we have 3 normal nodes in that direction over there, we can, the normal nodes are like, got 1 up here and then 2 on this island here. So then what we can do is each, you don't need smelters for them, but you need constructors to make the concrete. And then what we need is each 15 concrete needs 45 limestone. When we got 3 normal nodes, that's 60 per. And then what we can do is, that is what, 180 total then? So there's actually a way to run the lines, because our lines, our Mark IIs only get up to 120, but we can run it so that it doesn't like overload the lines. And another thing we're gonna have to do is make some smart plating, so then we can actually have enough for that, because we need smart plating for the Mark IIs, and then we need smart plating for the constructors themselves. So let's take all these here. Should be making it rods over here. And I got screws, so let's just manually craft these together. Another thing that we'll do once we go to the Doggo Cave is we will then find some more of the caches and get some more chips, which are great. And then we'll be able to get some more alt recipes. Right now we got the casters already, but it would be nice to get iron wire, and then also the capacity upgrade for our inventory. And we'll just make some of these here. So what we'll end up doing is, since we'll be getting 180 limestone out of it, that actually makes 4 constructors worth of limestone, because each constructor needs 45. And actually, if we go to that, let me do 45 times 4, that's 180. So yeah, we'll just keep making the rest of these 18 or so. 3, 2, 1, and done. All right. So then let's make a little list here. So we're going to need 4 constructors. We're going to need 3 miners. And then we will need some power, so I'll just shove some power poles on there. And then just shove some of that on there just as a base. And then I won't shove those on because we already know we need those. And then we'll need a merger, actually 2 mergers, and then 3 splitters. And then we'll want a container for all of that concrete then. And then we'll probably want some foundations, so I'll shove some foundations on that. Just so then I got a sort of idea here. How do can I edit it to? There we go. Oh, wait. Ah, that just got rid of the whole thing. Okay, so that still shows it all. So we really just need more concrete and cable. Alright, that's easy enough. Let's make some cable here. We should have plenty. We'll make some more cable than it shows here, because we'll need more than it shows. And then we are going to need to get some more concrete. Need concrete to make concrete. Alright, I'll leave it at that. Should be fine. Now, actually, let's just go over here and see what we end up have going on. Also, another thing, actually, that we should do first completely. At first, I was worried about not researching anything in here in case, you know, I accidentally add some unneeded alternate recipes to the pool before I have to, but actually getting the parachute doesn't really do that, so I might as well do that right away. It's just good to do, because I would love a parachute. So we will go to the mycelia category. So now we can make biomass out of mycelia, which is nice. And then we'll want to do the fabric, because the only other alternate recipe for fabric is the synthetic one, and that's unlocked in here, so it's not like you even actually use it. So anyways, let's get some biomass. Has some extra in here, but not enough, so I'll use this alien protein to make some more biomass. Oh wait, I cannot do that, can I? I haven't researched that yet. Let's do that, because that's actually important. Alien megafauna, right? Let's see here. Nope. Where is it that you do that, actually? Can you not make it out of that? Because you can make the proteins. I thought that the proteins could make... Maybe you have to do it in a constructor? No. Well, that's confusing. I thought you could turn the alien proteins into biomass, but I might be mistaken. There's got to be somewhere where you can do that. Let's see. Maybe it's in the nutrients section? That would be really weird to have that there, though. Also, we're going to want to unlock underclocking and overclocking at some point. And then it would be nice to do the quartz to get some of the shatter rebar, but that does unlock alternate recipes, so we won't do that right away. It'll be nice to get that. And getting the rebar gun would be nice, but we need access to rotors. So once I get some extra rotors from a drop pod or something, we'll do that. Also, I'm going to keep pale berries on me, because might as well. Well, anyways, that ain't really working, so let's go over here and just steal some from this. We don't have any extra, do we? Alright, well, then let's just make some. Shove that on our third slot. Let's cut down some of these trees. Luckily I have plenty of solid biofuel. Oh, they really crash, don't they? Boom, boom. Shakes the whole screen. And we'll get some more mycelia from that. Let's cut these down. Cut these down. Gonna pick up that. Cut this down. There we go. Alright. Oop. Give me those. Can always use more of those. Once we do some more research, we can get the medical inhalers, which are good for healing. And the cheapest one just needs those barrel nuts and the meat. You unlock it right here. That's my favorite one. But then I need more actual rotors to actually unlock it. But it's pretty good. So anyways, let's go into here and just make some... Could have made it out of the mycelia, but I prefer not to. Okay, that should be plenty extra. Alright, mycelia. We've got fabric. Let's start researching that. There we go, we researched fabric. And then to make the parachute, we need 10 fabric and plenty of cable, which we already have. So let's make some fabric. Now the default recipe for fabric is more biomass and mycelia. 9 and 10. Made one extra, that's fine. We'll need some more anyways. So let's go back over to mycelia. And let's unlock that. Yeah, there we go.
Parachute
That's
unlocked.
gonna be nice to have. And then, let's see here. What's the expanded tool belt? That's nice, but it needs more rotors. So once we have rotors, we can have another equipment slot for 4. Once we have steel piping and more coal usage, we can get the gas masks. That's a little nice. Not too nice, because we can already just explode things, but it will be nice. And then let's see here. I think it's in the equipment workshop. Parachute. So we'll need some more fabric. So let's make some more fabric. Need 19 more. Well, less than that now, but you know. Okay, so we need more biomass. All right. Oh, I ran out of mycelia. We need to get some more. Let's chop down some more cactuses. And then you can, if you're not in the desert area, the easiest places are probably from the like blue purplish mushrooms, and those are usually found in cave areas, which can be dangerous if you don't like the spiders, or cats if you have that sitting on. But that's kind of part of the reason why I like the desert so much for a beginning spot, is once you have the tree chopper, why am I forgetting the name? What's the word? What is this thing called? Chainsaw. Jeez, I should have remembered that. But once you got access to the chainsaw, it's just as easy as cutting some cacti. Alright, we got enough. Let's make it into that. Here we go! And now we can apply that right onto our, I think it's a back item, right? Yeah. And now we can parachute. And that'll be great. That's going to be so useful. And you can chain it with the slide jumps if you want. And it's just nice for staying higher in the air too when you're trying to fight hogs and stuff. The alpha hogs it can help with. Because even if an alpha hog hits you, then you do get some momentum off that, and you can turn that into height with the parachute to try not to get hit again. So that's pretty good. So that is great. Was there anything else in here that we needed right away? Not really. Other than the power slug stuff, but that we don't even have enough for anyways. Would be nice to get that. That's a little more complicated because you need the steel for that. Rebar gun would be nice once I have enough rotors. Once we're at rotors. I don't think rotors are even in here yet. No, I think that's like the next section. Yeah. Alright, I think it's probably just time to get the concrete going now right away. So then we can have more space for platforms and stuff. So let's head on over. I want to go this way. Probably gonna make a little bridge so we can connect the two things together. Because I'm pretty sure there's two that are they... Ooh, that's something there we should grab. Mercer Sphere is good. Grab more of these barrel nuts. Rolling up on you. Get hit. Ow. Get hit. There we go. Okay, give me you. I've never had spitter things yet. Interesting. Never had spitter remains yet. Well, now we do. Anyways, let's pop a scan for the limestone quick. Where am I? Okay, so it is on this thing. It's like... Huh? Oh, they're up. Okay, I see. So they're up on those. So yeah, we'll want to hit that one up and then those. Let's head on over here. Also, the parachute will be great for gliding up some cliff faces that are uneven. Like, I bet I can do it here. Yeah, there you go. Nice. So here's one, and then the other one's on this same landmass, I think. Oh, who's? Hi there. Where are you going? Get hit. There we go. Perfect. Let's keep going at this. Open it up. And we are going to need more cable now since I used up some of it for the parachute. There we go. Let's place down a miner here. Yeah. Let's just place it like that for now. Let's find the other one. Oh, it's down there. Alright. Jeez, they really can't make things simple. Die. Alright, thank you. Hopefully that was the only one over here. Seems like it. Good. Come on, break open. There we go. And then we'll add one here. We'll have it, yeah, come out in this direction. Alright, now let's head back up this way. So we're gonna probably bring it, oh, if I could get up. There we go. We're probably gonna bring it from there up to here. And then let's see, the other one's right there. So what we might do is just bring both of them. We'll combine those here because they make 60 each. We'll combine them all around over here by a merger, make 120, and then have a 120 line just go across this little canyon here. And then on this side, we will pull the other 60 off of this one. And then we might just have those run down and do the... actually probably doing the processing up here is easier. And then I can just pipe the product down and make a crate on the ground, so then it's not out of the way for me to actually grab. That should be good. Alright, let's get this off of here. Nice. Perfect. And then let's start foundations over here. So we'll do some 4-meter foundations. Let's put it on world grid. So yeah, that's a good height. Let's see. And this is the main world grid one. It's not the 45 off center. So that's good. So let's put that to zoop mode. But we'll just do that quickly. I do not have enough concrete, so we're definitely going to need more concrete. Do I have enough? I don't have enough to make the last miner. Alright. Well, at least we know what we're doing here. Now let's go process some more concrete quick. I'll process at that other node over there that we don't really care about anymore. Just for the time being. Get on over here. Where is it? It's like way over here. Here it is. So, what I'll actually do is place these guys back down again. And then I'll start doing some manual mining too. Oh, I got a lot of limestone actually. Let's just start with this that I already got. Jeez, I didn't even know I had that much on me. Let's get in here. Let's make some concrete. I need some more cable too, so let's not forget to make some of that. And then we'll pick up the extra wire on our way back over, since we passed by the copper area. More cable is always better. And we hardly need wire for the actual stuff that we're making, so it should be fine. Alright, that should be plenty extra. Now let's head back over here and grab the supply from these guys. Oh, come on. Alright, let's see what we got. Give me that, give me that. That's another 50 there. Alright. Alright, that's at least 100 there. 3-to-1 conversion always trips me up. Alright, not bad. That. There we go. This will probably be enough extra, hopefully, for the actual stuff we're making, and then, yeah, for the actual stuff we're making, it doesn't really require, it only requires like 13, so that should be fine. And I got plenty of plates and pipes and everything else. I think I'll just run with what we got here then. 2, 1, and black. Alright. So let's head back on over. So let's see here. Head on up. Head to this one. I think I can probably climb this wall with it. Yeah. There we go. This is a weird area. Let's grab these. Thank you. And thank you. Alright. So let's build this here. Make it a 3x3. Now let's see for the miner. We're missing a portable miner, of course. I should be able to make a crafting. Actually, it's gotta be a equipment workshop. Let's make multiple of these, because it's always good to have extras. Once we get the dimensional depot, I'll probably put a whole stack of them in there. Okay, so that's where it comes out. Where do I want to have the actual production line? Do I want it just coming across this way, or do I want it... I kind of want it coming back this way, probably, don't I? In fact, let's pull it kind of just out from here to there-ish. And then I think this will be good to like there. And then I'll keep this general thing going on here. So we'll have the lines coming from that just come right across to over here. And then we'll have that one coming in here. We'll have our machines. And then we'll probably just have it output back behind over here then. So we'll pull this to 3. There. And then we'll probably just have it come out here somewhere. Probably like along here next to the copper stuff then, and that'll run down. Alright, not bad at all. So now I'm missing concrete, so let's remove that. So we want that there, probably have it run this way. There we go. Then let's get some constructors in here. Probably line them up. Yeah, we'll probably want them just... Actually, let's rotate that. Here we go. What I'll do is I will have constructors right along here then. So like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright. And then what we're gonna do is logistics. Gonna want splitters. So as this is coming out, we're gonna have the splitter here. There. And then we want another... We want splitters coming out of these two here. Ooh, I got these backwards. These guys are all backwards. So let's do that again, and not backwards this time. And actually, I'll probably have these offset a tiny bit here. Like that. Yeah, that'll be better. 2, 3, 4. And now, for logistics, we want a splitter. Feeding from that, and then we want feeding from this way, that, and then what we want is a merger coming, and we want it going that way into that. There we go. And then for Mark 1s, this can pull out of here. There we go. And then that can go into there and into that one. So that's 60 per minute coming this way. And then that can go there, 60 per minute there, 60 per minute here. Each of these machines is going to take 45 per minute. There we go. And then the output is also just going to need to be Mark 1 because it makes 60 per minute flat rate from all this. Alright, now, where it gets a little tricky, we're going to need Mark 2s coming from here because this is going to be more than 60 per minute this way. And then from here, going into that, it's going to be more than 60 per minute, I think. Actually, probably not. So we can do Mark 1 there. But this is definitely going to be 60 per minute into this, going there and that way. And then it's going to need to be belted over here. So let's continue. Oh, actually, let's just pull that over then. Mark 2. Pull that off of that. Keep it straight all the way to the edge here. And then I probably won't bother with foundations on this edge. Now what is it for lifts? More just of the same plate type. Alright, that ain't too bad. Now we will need a merger. I'll just... Well, that's not the orientation I wanted. Merger. I think I'll place it like that. And then these can be Mark 1 belts. And we'll bring it in, and then what we'll do is we'll use the new curve. That won't work there, but it will work from here to there as a curve. And then I'll pull this off. we'll bring this up. So let's place down a lift from like here. There we go. And then mark one belt into this as a curve, looks nice. And then out of that into there as a curve is a little too long. So what I'll do is I'll put it like that. And pull that into this as a curve. All nice and smooth. We probably won't be dealing with this area of the map other than these little limestone things for a long while, so it shouldn't matter too much how this area looks. This is just all starting stuff anyway. So now, let's see, that is a little too long. So what I will do is I will see if I can't just pull. I'm gonna need some more concrete for that, yay. What I'm gonna need some more concrete for the foundations of the, for the poles anyway, so let's just go get some more of that quick. Get on over this way. Back down here. And I do not have enough actual limestone on me, so we'll have to go and grab some. This will be the last trip we'll ever have to make, though. That's for sure. In fact, I'm gonna pick these up again, because I really doubt we'll need them over here. There we go. Alright, let's keep going. Also, I'm gonna drop off my wooden leaves over here. So I'm pretty sure this side is leaf side, right? Yeah, this side is leaf side. Throw that in there, and then this side is wood side. Throw that in there. That'll keep going for that, make a little bit more of a backlog. And now let's manual craft up the last bits of concrete here. Be nice to not have to do this ever again. Gonna have a whole 60 per minute going into storage. It'll be great. Probably didn't need to craft all of this, but it's nice to do anyways. And then after this is done, we will be able to do exploring for the doggo cave right away, and then getting some more of the other hard drives and stuff. That'll be great. Alright. So let's see here. Also might want to put down... I did not get the ladder yet, because we don't have the awesome shop, and I don't really want to do ramps all the way up here. So what I actually will do is this. And actually, let's erase that, see what was going on with that, because if I can zoop mode that would be nice. But until you get ladders, you can actually just use stackable conveyor poles. Now you can only zoop up 10 at a time, But you can climb the side of these just like a ladder. And then you can even stand on the top of them like this, which you can't do with normal ones anyways. But yeah, the only pain then is after 10, you have to like go on the side and then build up again. But we can do that. And there we go. Now we just got a ladder to climb right up here. Might make that a little bit higher. This won't be permanent anyways, but... Let me up here. There we go. Alright, so now I can just kind of extend this out. And then make this. Yeah, I'll do a curve. That can go into there. And then I will get rid of the pole and get rid of... Alright, let's see here. Filter. And then get rid of all these. There we go. And let's get back up here, please. Thank you, game. Alright, so then that just goes straight across to over there. And actually, let's get rid of that one too. Yeah. So now we just need to run power. So let's see where our closest power setup is. Right here with the copper, right? Yeah, we purposefully left a pole. And then we can just kind of run that up. Once I get the right vantage point. Might just get back on this, please. Thank you. Don't want to go too far. We'll just shove it right on the corner there. And then this can plug into that, and then this will plug over here. That will feed 2 machines. That one will feed 2 machines. And then this will run to the next area. So you there. It'll be nice to do Caterium research and then get the Caterium power poles, the Mark II ones, because then those have 7 total connections. So along with running the circuit along, you get basically 4 or 5 extra connections, which is nice. Alright, that there, that'll power that one, and then this is gonna come down this way and power that one. Nice. And then production should start right away, and that should be at 100% efficiency. Now we're going to send the output somewhere, so I need, not splitters, mergers. There we go. And I want to send them this way, so that should be good. Keep this aligned here. And then we only need Mark 1s, so that's nice. Don't have to worry about extra smart plate usage. I really gotta get used to building these manifolds a different way, because what you can do is instead of having to connect all the belts from each merger and each splitter, you can just place one long line of conveyor, and you can place the mergers and splitters on the conveyor, and then that's a little better. So we're gonna have this come to over here. Do it nice and simple. Pull this over here. Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, so it's E to change the type, and then R to change the mode. We'll pull this to the middle of here for now. And let's see here. Yeah, this spot is good to bring down. So lift. Probably gonna just vertical zoop. No. Why is it being stupid? There we go. Pull that down, please. All the way to the ground. That's another thing. Gonna pull that off. Now this is going to clip into that, but that should be fine. I think we'll make things so that this is the level for those. And then this will kind of just come across this whole way out there, and that'll be level. So then we will put a, not Mark 2, just Mark 1, right up against the wall here. Alright, and then what does R do? Reverse. Default is what I want. No, actually I want it reversed because I want it to come down from there. Alright, and then I'm going to walk along here, go back up here, and then I'll meet it at the top. To place it in the right altitude. So I think that is right. And then we can just place that right on there. There we go. And then down here, I'm going to take one of these and just place it kind of right here. And then we'll run that with straight mode. Oh. Actually, let's bump that one over. Boom. And we'll just kind of have it right here. Now, we'll pull that with straight mode. Belt is too steep. That doesn't make sense. Let's pull it from this side first. Well, that's not right. Okay, I guess I'll just do default. That's real weird. Well, anyways, now we got 60 per second going into here. And I'm gonna head back to the top just to make sure that everything is running smoothly. And then that would be great. Alright, so that's running at 100% efficiency, 60 coming out. Then this takes in 45 of that. Then the extra 15 comes this way, heads into here. And then from this side, 45 goes into this. 45 goes into this, so then that's 90, right? Out of the 120 coming from that. So then the extra 30 ends up in here with that 15 from this side. So then that ends up being exactly 100% efficient, heading out this way. And now there is some backups over here. But once it's got itself all figured out, that's because it's supplying more than enough on some parts. And it's still a little backed up because this line wasn't always running. But that should be going at 100% efficiency now. Let's jump. Okay, 15 out of that. 15 out of this. 15 out of this. 15. Alright, what's this? That is Mark 1. That's Mark 1. That's Mark 1. That's Mark 1. That's Mark 1. I wonder why it's acting like it's held up when it's not. That is kind of weird. Oh well. It's probably fine. Let's look at the power matrix, actually. Alright. It is kind of bumping up and down, but... It'll sort itself out. That should be fine. Alright. And if I go down here... We already got 167 in there. That's great. Alright, I think it's time we head out then. So I am going to drop some stuff off at base. And then we're going to head out to the Doggo Cave. So that will be great. Oh, another thing. Did I research? I don't think I researched the berries, did I? Nutrients. No, I did. I just didn't research these. Which I can now. Might as well see what it is. And let's research that. Alright, and then we will need steel pipe and modular frames to get past there. But now we can scan for all 3 types of food items if we really wanted to. And let's shove those food items in there, along with that, and that. We don't need any of those. It's nice to have biomass with us, but we don't really need much else there. What's in our equipment slot? Might as well shove those into there just for another free space. We don't really need anything from this. These will, the pale berries will be good to have. We're gonna keep the steel beams. We don't really need the screws, but everything else here is good. One thing though, in case we come across a computer chip like crash site, they can use up to 120 megawatts as part of their unlocking thing. So what we can do is we can bring 4 biomass burners. So let's make sure we have... We don't need those on there anymore. So 4 biomass burners at all times. Okay, and then we should have enough for a MAM as well. So we need some more smart plating. Which means I'm going to need some more screws, but I have plenty of rods for making screws. Because what we can do is if we find a chip, we can just bring the MAM with us and do it on the fly. So that's nice. And then also, in case I really need it, crafting bench as well on the side. Just in case, and we do have enough for all that, so that's good. So now we're gonna head on out this way, and we're just gonna kind of go around the coastal area here. Also, let's pull this out. What all can we do with this? Barrel nut, mushroom, pale berry. So that's the 3 that we can scan for right now. Grab these barrel nuts. What I will do is I will have it set to pale berries, so then we know when we're close. So I think we just kind of stick along this way, just follow along this area. Eventually we'll probably happen upon a cave, and that's kind of what we're looking for. Also, that's a destructible rock right there. That's interesting, to just be kind of sitting there with nothing else around it. That's a cave, but we're not looking for that one. Oh, that's a big spitter. I don't like that. Leave me alone. Not here to fight. But yeah, we go along this area. This is good signs. Maybe in here? Let's check here. What's this? Nope. Alright. Not too sure. Let's just keep going with it. Hey, there's a lizard doggo. No, it's not. It's a bush. That is silly. I'm seeing some issues with the stream. Let me look at that. Yeah, I'm not too sure if that's on my end or if that's with the YouTube, or maybe if OBS is being weird. I'll have to look into that later. But I don't think I can do anything about it right now. My setup's kind of weird with how I have what I need for my mic anyways, so it's probably just not running the best. Alright, anyways, let's just keep going along the coast here. Ooh, I think this might be it. Let's look at the map. Where are we? Actually, I don't think we're far down enough. But let's see what's this way. As long as we're crouching, even if we're sliding or jumping, these guys don't hurt you, so they never open up as long as you're crouching. It's nice. Ooh, this looks promising. If that is an actual entrance above those boulder areas there. We're just gonna come across this way. Then we'll attack. There we go. You can even glide and slide. Oh, come on, really? How did that happen? I had the thing pressed down. Oh, that one's making some too. Let's destroy it, please. Alright, ouchies. Wonder how that happened. I was crouching. It might have like canceled when I was gliding somehow. But I know it works fully completely if you're doing the jetpack. I think this is the doggo cave, so that's great. Let's head on in. Hey, there's a doggo. Let's put some pale berries down. Oh, there's many doggos here. Where did my pale berries go? Where did I just dropped them, right? Where? Well, there's some more pale berries I can pick up right over here, I think. Oh. That must be up above, because that's weird. What just happened to my pale berries, though? I just had 2. There they are. Let's not lose those, because that'll be useful. Also, hello, doggies. Here, maybe if I equip it into my slot here. I did not want to eat that. Great. Now we have one less than we wanted. You can come over here. You're stuck. Here. There we go. Eat it. There we go. Now we got a friendo. Let's keep going. big, huge cave. Let's head up here. Well, I guess we'll go around first. So somewhere in here, there's actually equipment and stuff. Ooh, yes, pale berries. More pale berries is great, because that means more taming for these guys. I'll tame the rest later, because I don't want them all following me while I'm doing the parkour and getting more stuck than they have to be. Now, what's here? Ooh, it's like a wreck. Crash debris, nice. Free steel beams, free copper sheets, free motors, free plastic, that's interesting. And look at this. Got another Xeno Zapper. And we got a B374 helmet. So that's the custom helmet that you get from in here. And now we're gonna go look around some more because there's some extra stuff. Now we have a Xeno Zapper, but I heard somewhere that there's a Xeno Basher, which would be nice to get. And then also, there is apparently some of the Striders, whatever the heck they're called, the Blade Runners. That'll be nice to have. Alright, so that's right. Nice. Nope, give me that, not the leaves. I'm gonna go for that. Crabs just shot out, that's what that was. Yep, I hear them. They're trying to come for me, but they're not going to get me. Let's see what's on over here. Ow. Leave me alone. Hey, mycelia. So you can get in the caves here. Probably have to... Let's see. Head on up here or something. I'm not too sure exactly where they're at. I just know that there are some in the cave, and it would be nice to get them before being able to craft them. Okay, so those guys are there being annoying. Get me up here, please. Thank you. Anything over and around here? Not really. There's more cave out to that end. Alright. Probably have to get up high somewhere. Like there, probably. Here, what I will do is we will build... Nope, that's the wrong button. Well, I could just press 5. And let's head upwards. Up here. Not really a cave, it's more like a big ravine. Wait, what's that? More wreckage is good. Hey, modular frames. Get rid of that. Alright. Pick off some of this wood here. Get out of the way. Shatter rebar for free. That's funny. So I just need to keep finding these nests, because I'm pretty sure it's in one of the nests. These are the lizard doggo nests. There was a lizard doggo here. He's over there now. Alright, let's head up. Around this way. Oh. You know what? Let's just take our ramp back up there. Because then that heads to that. There we go. And where does this take us? Nope, get me back up there, please. Thank you. Oh, that's good. Alright. Let's see here. Yeah, I wonder what was making it lag. Here's another nest. So let's see what we get from this. Take the debris off. There they are, Blade Runners. Yeah, that's great. They go on the legs. So now we jump higher and we run faster. And we jump longer too. Now let's see here, there's more to go. That's a yellow slug there. But now we can jump across to here. We can jump up here. Which this is probably the path they want us to take. Oop. Probably to go up there then. Well, not really. Oh, that ain't ideal. We're falling. That's alright though. Got another lizard doggo here. It's gonna be a big pain to get them all home. But now we got the... Oh, okay, I see that lag. Oh, what's going on? There we go. That was a big lag spike. I wonder what that was about. That was... I saw that on my end. That was not a good lag spike. Let's head over there quick. I think we were already here, right? Yeah. Because then it's that, and that's that area. Is there any other spots? Hey, I got some free motors. That's nice. And that's why lizard doggos are good. What's over here? It's the way back. Hey, come here. You can have berries. You can has berries? Yeah. Alright. What I'm probably going to want to do is make a bunch of like ramps to head back. See, because now they follow. So now, what I'll do... Let's put it like right onto here. Can you follow me now, doggy? Where are you at? Where'd the doggy go? Did he fall down? No. Huh. Oh, come on. There we go. Well, we're gonna try to make smooth transitions as much as we can for the doggies. Where are you? There you are. Can you not get up that? Come here. You big dummy. Come over here. There we go. Come here. Come here. There we go. Come on. Now come down here. There we go. And then we are going to... place a foundation down here. Yeah. Well, no, because we can just do this. And then walls. Come here. There we go. And now he's stuck there, and then we can just keep wrangling them out to there. And it's become nighttime, so that's not as pleasant. But we'll see about that. Alright. Let's try to wrangle some more doggies and get them out here. So where are my doggo friends? Here's some doggies. Hi there. You're one I already have, right? No? Okay. Oh, they're not. They're wild ones. Drop some of these for them. Let's tame them. Thank you. Okay, you're gonna come back up here, right? Come here. Fine, we'll go down then. Oh, hi. You want one? Oh, you're already tame. Okay. Are you tame? Yeah, you're tame. Where's the one that's not tame? I'd like to get at least one more, you guys, on here. Not around here? Are you back up? Or maybe they were both tame and I just tamed the other one that wasn't tame. Well, that's not ideal. Come on. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Well, we got two more here then. So come back this way. Oh, you're the wild one. He's really running. Okay. If we walk up instead of run. And then drop this in front of him. There we go. Well, still scared. Oh, now he's getting it. Perfect. Thank you. Alright, so now we got you. And then let's find the other two. So there were two others in this main area here. There you guys are. Come here. Right, you guys should be able to follow me now, right? Yeah. Okay, so we got three of them. Now let's head back this way. Yeah, well, I'm actually using my VR headset right now for the mic because all my other mics are bad. So it has to stream the whole game to the headset too. So that's probably making the visuals lag a little bit sometimes. And if that's what it is, there's not much I can do about it. But otherwise, if it's something else... Oh, where's the other guys? Why is there only one of you? But if it's something else, then I can probably figure it out and fix it. They got stuck on a rock. The instant you go behind a tree or a rock, they just don't know what to do. Look. Look at this useless guy. Look at him. Oh, he's so silly. Come here. This way. Alright. And then we'll have an army of lizard doggos giving us a bunch of items. And once we unlock the awesome shop, they're going to be great because they can sometimes give late game items that we don't really have use for. But we can put them into the sink and get a bunch of points for free, basically. Alright, here they are. This way, perfect. I think bringing 4 home is actually pretty good. Alright. The third one didn't come down. Come on. I'm literally right here. There we go. Alright. Now we got 4 lizard doggos to bring home with us. I did not end up finding the big stun baton, but that's alright. I really was just looking for the doggos and the blade runners, which we got, so it's great. So now we head back. We'll have to deal with that alpha spitter though. Alright, so we got 4 dogs with us. And then what we're gonna do to prevent them from falling under the map like our other dogs did, sadly, we are going to... Ooh, I don't know if they can swim. Did they really get stuck on that tiny tree? Jeez. Well, let's see if they can swim. Okay, you can. If this one wasn't stupid, getting stuck on a tree. Come here. Okay. At least they can swim. Alright, let me grab these nuts here. Hopefully that doesn't trip them up. Good. Let's head this way. Where are we at? Alright, we're nearly home. But what we'll do is I'll surround them with tall foundations so then they're still on normal terrain so they don't fall through the map. But yeah, that's sad because we lost a doggo. Or maybe 2. I don't remember. Did we have 2 in the pen at the end of last episode or 1? I think it was 1, but it might have been 2. I know we encountered 2 dogs, but one of them was up in the area with all the pools and the pools of water and the coal, and where those alpha hogs were at. Those alpha hogs are annoying. Once they unlock the rebar gun, though, then those guys are pretty easy to deal with, especially with the shatter rebar. And then once I get the stun baton, stun rebar is great against most things then, because they just get electrocuted and stunned for a little while, and then while they're stunned there, you can just hit them with the baton 5 or 6 times. There's the big guy. Let's try to go around him if possible. It's gonna be hard. Oh, he already sees. Alright, let's just try to kill him. Ow. Ah, I'm stuck. Ugh. Can I don't have... Okay, please? Really? I love how they like track. Okay. Did you just kill my dogs? Wow. Really? What? Are they dead? You better not be dead. What the heck? Where's the 4th one? I only see 3 here. Wow. Did they really just die? That's so stupid. At least you're alive. And you gave me some pipes. Great. Yeah, what the? No, they're gone. Wow. We just lost 3 dogs. That's so stupid. Also, I hear a collectible somewhere. It's probably up there, but whatever. Okay, come here. Come on. Let's bring you home at least. That was so dumb. We just lost 3 dogs for no reason. The stupid thing just shot them. I didn't even know they could die. That's so dumb. Well, at least we have plenty of berries now. We got 9 of them, so if we ever find any other doggos that are in easier to corral areas, then we can bring them home. Maybe they'll respawn back in the cave. That would be nice. One can hope. And then there's no use in going up to the coal area for more dogs, because there's a big spitter there that I'd have to take care of first. That is very annoying. I cannot believe that. We just lost 3/4 of our dogs. So what do I have to show for our endeavors? We got some alien meat, we got a single dog, we got quite a lot of components though. Those extra modular frames are kind of nice, and then the steel pipe is used for something I remember being important. The steel beam is good because I know that's for something. Hey! We found one along the way. Alright, come home with me. Come on, you two. Think we head up here? Alright. Okay, so we got 2. Let's grab some more of these barrel nuts. They're always good to grab more of. Grab the agaric too, probably. Agaric heals the most per one item that isn't made out of stuff. The inhalers heal more, but just one bacon agaric out of nowhere is nice. Where are you? Where'd they get stuck? There you guys are. You got stuck on the tiny tree. Useless, I tell ya, useless. Hey, where do you think you're going? You're coming with me. So are you. Come on. Yep, come on. Why did you sit? Come on. Are you really that dumb? Here. Come here. Yeah, okay. Don't get stuck. We're literally almost home. You guys should not be doing that. Wish you could just put them on leashes. Fly them home. That would have been convenient. Alright, so let's do 6. Alright, so for now, what we're gonna do is align this on the grid here. And then we'll grab it off here. Three. Don't go in it, please. Thank you. Okay, come here, you two. Alright, now you two are trapped. Hey, free concrete. Thank you. Speaking of, let's check how much concrete we have now. Well, now we have 2 lizard doggos, and those ones won't go away when we reload. Speaking of, we should probably grab some wire too. Got a lot of wire in there. And then let's grab out of here. Oh, that's great. We can't even hold it all. We should drop some stuff off that we don't need. Process some stuff. I think we got another slug, so we can scan that, right? Let's see here. Yeah, we have a blue slug. So power slugs. As for being able... Oh, that's not even what... We'll need a power shard for that, though. So let's craft one of those. 1 power shard. Don't have enough space. Alright. Let's throw the stuff we don't need into here. That we're not going to need for a while. That we don't need. None of the alien remains we need, or the bacon agaric. Or the mycelia. Everything else here is pretty good to keep on hand. We'll probably throw the leaves and wood where they go. Alright. And let's make one of those. Once we have summer sloops set up, we'll be able to duplicate those better. But let's unlock over and underclocking, because that is actually pretty important. Thank you. We don't have any hard drives yet, but we can go get some. I think there was an extra hard drive out in the desert somewhere out here that I didn't get. Oh yeah, now that we have the modular frames and some beams and stuff, I'm going to want to see what I could have upgraded with those then. But let's see. I don't want to go by those guys right now. I think I'll just kind of decouple and look around quick. What do we got going on out in the desert? Up there is the Caterium, I know, and then there is a thing there, so I'll probably grab that when I go to get Caterium. Thought there was one, it might be out over here somewhere. Yeah, it's probably in that zone, there's one. Can't really go any farther. Oh yeah, I see it right there. So we'll head in that direction. And then there's not one up there, but there is some on the main cliffs, I know. So we'll probably go grab some of those. Because I would like to just finish these hard drives so I can actually start doing all the research and tiers and stuff right away. Hello. Da, da. Ow, jeez, I really can't jump right, can I? Ooh. Grab, so I don't forget. If I try to grab stuff after the battle, I always forget where they are. Sure can't wait to have rebar gun with shatter rebar, because then you can just one-hit these guys. Jeez, they're just comboing me. Come here. Hey, there's a lizard doggo there to grab. Nice. Come home quick. Let's grab these first. So let's get rid of the wreckage. That gives us extra resource. me all that. I didn't drop off my wooden leaves, oh well. More reinforced plating. Hey, I got enough rotors. So I get that. Thank you. What does that say?
Damaged hard drive successfully.
Alright, yeah. Alright, so what we want is the MAM. Put the MAM right there. And scan. And then we can delete that. And that'll scan in the background. We can get rid of that debris, get rid of that debris. Did I miss anything here? I don't think so. So let's take you back home. This way, buddy. Come along. Where are you trying to go? Why were you going up there? Okay, so to get down, I'll just make you a ramp. Come on. Why is it always weird? Alright. Hopefully that should work. Come here. Come here. Fine. Oh, come on. You gotta move, buddy. Alright. You should be able to get up onto this, right? There we go. Come on, get in there. Come here. Come here, buddy. Right this way. Where are we? Yeah. Why are you going sideways? They're so weird. But they're useful. That's what's special about them. Eat them for the resources. Free resources. It would be hilarious to get like uranium from them though, because that can happen. And this early game, I am definitely not equipped for that. So hopefully not, but it would be funny. I'd have to keep picking it up and transferring it and moving it and probably dying over and over. And then I'd have to get it to the toilet inside the hub. Because you can flush the waste down the toilet. Even if it's not sinkable, you can toilet it. So for little things, if it gave me like one waste at a time, it's fine. Alright, he should be able to actually just follow me the rest of the way, right? Yeah, you run. If I jump though, he gets confused sometimes. So let's get you in here with these boys. Come here. There we go. Not that. So now we got 3 doggos. 1 doggo, 2 doggo, and 3 doggo. Alright. Not too bad. Alright, let's see here. So that thing's going to be going for another 6 minutes. And you know what? Let's look at the other things. I can't do it yet, but we can look. Ooh, so if I would have kept the rotors, then I would have been able to do the rebar gun right away. Alright. And then that was what I needed those for, the extra equipment slot. Should probably do some Caterium stuff at some point. Oh yeah, and then more rotors for that, but that's not needed at all. Alright. And in that case, let's just keep it moving. Let's drop off all the stuff I don't need. sort. Probably don't need ingots on me, do I? Not that much, at least. And then let's drop off the wood and leaves. Leaves go in this one. And then wood goes in this one. There we go. And then let's go to the Deuterium node. This way. That's an alpha there. He gets big mad. Let's go out this way again. So if we head up here, I see a slug too, but let's just do it from here. Actually, we might just do the... I should add this as 8. And we might just actually just... Oh, nope, zoop mode, please. Let's just use this and just glide into it, because it doesn't need to be two-way in particular yet. I'm not really using the Deuterium yet. Alright, so that's the Deuterium guarded by those things. That's a slug here. And the crash site is somewhere, what, up there, I think? Let's grab this slug, since the spitter doesn't see me anyways. Silly spitter. Let me up. Let me up. No, up. Let me up. Oh, come on. It's gotta be like slightly slanted in order to let me up, so... I'll just... Oh, come on! Thought you didn't see me. You big dummy. Ouchies. Big meanie. Okay, that jump and then going to this side should be enough. Oh, come on. Really? Fine. I'll climb some more. That should be enough. Wow. Did I just make it just not enough? That is crazy. Here, I'll stand on it and jump from here. There we go. Alright, let's head up this. One thing about this, though, is that it costs plates, rods, and concrete. Where if I get the concrete ramps from the Awesome Shop, that's only concrete that I had to deal with. Yeah, here it is. Oh! It would be nice if it would have actually let me up. Alright. We're going to extend that and climb it. Alrighty. Oh, come on. I just jumped off the other end. Oh, that's so silly. Let's get up here, please. Thank you. Alright, not too perilous. It's a big guy, though. That's kind of annoying. Alright, what's the pod itself do? Does it need something? It needs power. Oh, these things are mad at me. That ain't nice. I'll place the power things over here, then. Oh, he knows I'm here now, too. No, he doesn't. Okay. Let's place some of these down. All right. Yeah, he's gonna be mad. That's fine. Put that there. You can go in there. And then you can go in there. And now, that should unlock this guy. Please. Give me that. Oh, he's mad. Oh, I can deconstruct that now, though. Deconstruct all this. Deconstruct that. Oh. Okay. Oh, jeez. Okay, now I just need to deconstruct the rest and grab the rest of this stuff here before he gets me. I don't want to bother fighting him because that thing is big, strong. Give me all this. Thank you. Yes. Ooh, that's a lot. Ooh, more rotors. That's good. Alright, is that everything? No, we can still deconstruct that. I love that you can deconstruct the debris now. That's great. Okay, that should be everything. Jeez, he really just ran away. It's because he's in their stink cloud and they get hurt by that a little bit. But alright, that was good. And now we have another thing. Speaking of, let's play some MAM here. Check on it. Hey, we got a new hard drive. There we go. Iron wire inventory slots. Let's get the iron wire. And now let's throw another hard drive in. Unable to scan hard drive. No rewards currently available. That's a good thing. So now we need to start unlocking some stuff in the map. He just died to the gas. Wow. Let's grab that. Free remains. That is nice. Anyways, that is a great development there. Because now we can do some unlocking of the tiers and not care. Because the only extra thing from that initial stuff that we didn't get was the extra slots, which don't matter as much. I'll probably grab it next if the other item it comes with isn't a good one, but... let's see here. So I cannot scan another one yet. So let's actually look at all the other tech that we can get. I should do this stuff too. Let's start with Caterium though. Alright, so let's take the Caterium here that we got. Some of the sulfur in that too. Might as well just get some of that started there. Quartz I have just enough for. So that'll start that. I'm gonna have to actually find it though. But now we can scan for it.
The crispy.
And then Caterium. Nice. Let's see if I have enough Caterium for the... I do not. I'm gonna need to start mining that node we have up there to do all this Caterium stuff, because we can get both the zip line and the stone rebar. Also, actually, let's look back at the alien megafauna. We have enough for that now. So let's make some capsules. Actually, wait. Don't I have to research something to make those capsules? No. Oh, I think I had to research one of these, and then it does it. There we go. Okay, so then that'll let me actually make the... Okay, I was wondering where all that was. So let's grab all the remains that we have here. Oh, that's a lot of remains. Probably put the plastic in here, doesn't matter as much. No, that does that. Shove the rest of that into there. I'll have to look at what the sulfur one does quick. Sulfur, get that started with 10. Yeah, that's great. There we go. Getting all these things starting to unlock. To really get into this, you have to start with the steel production stuff. We're not quite there yet. But this will be nice to get the shatter rebar. That's so great. Alright, so what we were doing was the alien megafauna, so we need 5 meats. So let's do that. 5 meats. And then we're gonna need 5 capsules. And the capsules are made from 1 meat, so we'll make some more meats. There we go. 5 proteins makes 5 DNA capsules. There we go. And then we have enough pipe for that. There we go. Yeah. So now we just need some more screws, which we can definitely do. Let's see here, screws. We'll just manual make them. Actually, no, because we can make 50 per minute in 2 minutes. It'll just do it automatically. I really had to upgrade our stuff here now. Let's change this to screws quick. Cast screws. Also, now that we look at the recipes, we can make wire out of iron now, instead of needing to use copper for it. Now, we do have a pure copper node right over there, so it ain't too big a deal, but that's a lot. And that's a lot. That's great. Alright, and now we are making 50 per minute, so that'll go with that. And then we'll have the rebar gun, so that'll be nice. Did I actually... Wait a second, why do I have a MAM there? I got a MAM right here. What's that? More cable. Let's make 1,000 cable. You know what we should do? That's probably a little too small to actually make a splitter off of, isn't it? Well, you kind of can. Well, it works, I guess. So that's also making wire. To make cable, you need 60 wire. We can do that later. Oh, that's not right. Let's just take what wire we have here, which is 500. Wow. And head back. And we have a bunch of junk in our inventory still. That's not what we were looking for. Okay, let's put that in there. Oh, we got another slug. that back. We don't need that no more. Don't need that anymore. That we're going to put into the thing once we have enough unlocked. Alright, that should be fine. Let's check up on the screws here quick. We should get rid of this because we're not using it anyways. Alright, that's nearly there. And then let's start making some cable. We're gonna need 5 stacks, which is 1,000. And then we'll get some of the alien proteins. And then we'll get another inventory increase or whatever it was. That'll be nice. Let's see here. Alright. That is not a song on my playlist. It went off the playlist. Let's get back on that, please. Let's do that one. That one's a good one. Alright, so it's like halfway there. We're gonna need more wire anyways. But this is a good thing to start going on while we wait for the screws to make themselves. We only needed like 50 more screws anyway, so... Let's stop there for now and let's grab the rest of these screws and get the rebar gun. There we go. Even got some extra screws. We'll probably need it for building the gun, but we'll see. Nope, man. Alright. There we go. Research that. Yeah. Alright, let's go to the equipment workshop. So now we got rebar gun and rebar we can make. Rebar gun needs more screws. So while we're waiting for it to auto-make them, we'll make some more cables manually. And we'll have to grab some more wire. What we could do is I could unlock the assembler now, because getting advanced, getting reinforced iron plate, alternate recipes is actually really good. There's a certain one, the Stish one, I think. Oh yeah, and then we want the sink. We might actually just do that right now, since we got... Oh yeah, we were doing the concrete for the sink, weren't we? Oh, that's funny. Let's go grab some more wire for that then. The inventory upgrade can wait. It ain't too urgent. It is nice to have, but it ain't too urgent. Okay, let's take all of that. That's a lot of wire. We'll turn some of that into cable. It'll be nice to have a big stockpile of concrete, and then we can just foundation up this whole place. Alright, so now we can get the hub. Or not the hub, the awesome shop. We're gonna need more screws for that. Awesome sink will be nice. That might be what we do with our copper. Is turn it into a bunch of cable for the awesome sink. Let's make some screws. Because we need, what, 200 for the Awesome shop. Let's see, how much was it for the awesome shop? Yeah, 200. Let's look here. Part assembly. Alright, so we'll need cable, pipe, screws, and plates, which we have most of that except for the screws, but the screws are going. Like, see, we got lots of screws now. Now we're using 200 of them on this thing, but it's fine. In fact, I think I'll put it on this side. Around there. Now let's look at the awesome shop and see what they have to offer. So we got the factory cart for 10. Probably not going to get that right away. Got the boombox and then all the music tape with that. Got some of the awards for just having a lot of tickets. And even more awards for having a lot of tickets. It would be cool to get the Lizard Doggo one. Oh, speaking of, let's go to our Lizard Doggo friends. See if they have anything for us. Oh! Electromagnetic control rods. That is insane. Computers? We're going to trash some of this wire, because that computers right away is nice. Oh! Fused modular frames. That's even nicer. Let's get rid of... I don't need that much wire. You will get into there. That is great. And we'll name these doggos later too. I'll see what I want to name them, but that is great though. Because now we can just put down a sink. Let's put down a sink right there. Let's grab a container. Just shove the container right here. And then we will use our highest belt we have. We don't need the fused modular frames. That's like way late game, so they do not matter. And then the electromagnetic control rods we don't really need yet either. So we can just throw them right into the sink. So if we... Actually, let's take that off. Not that button. Jeez. Let's shove that in there. And then... Where's the electromagnetic control rods? Right there. And now... we will just do the slow one, because it's not that much. Now let's see here. It's starting with the electromagnetic control rods. It doesn't have power yet. We have to... Nope, 2. Give it some power. Ah, come on. Power pole off of this, please. Alright. Wow. That's a lot already. We already got 10 coupons worth. Whoa, 14 coupons right away, 15. That's why Lizard Doggos are great early game. You just get so many points out of nowhere. 30, not 40, 42. Jeez. We just got 44 coupons from nothing. That's so insane. And we're going to take those right away. So now we're going to... Oh, that thing's back now. That's nice. So we got all those in there, but then we also got this tab, management. We got conveyor wall holes. That's nice. Conveyor lift floor holes. That's great. The wall mounts and ceiling mounts. Throughput thing is later on, the throughput monitor. We got the wall outlets, and then once we unlock Mark II poles, we can get that. Some of that will be good. And then organization, we got the signs. We need to do court stuff for that, I think. Oh, and then get steel for some of that. We got lighting eventually. And then we got different boxes here. So that's nice. Now here's where the magic happens. So first of all, we got some paint schemes to buy, so that's nice if you like the unpainted or copper, chrome metallic. But what's really important here, the concrete and the asphalt. These are both great. We're both adding those to cart. And then I don't think I really need any of that. Concrete wall is going to be good to have too. Alright, foundations. It'll be nice to have a double ramp set. Maybe get the stairs. Oh. So then we have stairs instead of ramps. That would be cool. Inverted ramp set. Corner. Both of those are great. I don't really need the pipe set yet. Half foundations. Alright, let's see here. What do we got for walls? Door walls would be nice. Tilted walls. Sure. What are we up to right now? 34 out of 44? Okay. Oh yeah. Walkways. Let's see here. Do I want modern catwalks or do I want industrial walkway? Probably just industrial for now. Concrete pillars. Fix-it roofs. Railings. Ventilation bundle. Ooh, vents, that's cool. What's under equipment? Oh yeah, the coffee cup. Buy a that's a rip-off, because that's easy to make. And then there's the parts in here, which I don't think I'm gonna bother needing any. Well, let's go to checkout with all that. 39 out of 44. That ain't too bad. We got 5 extra now. That is great. And now, if we go to the foundations and the walls section, instead of being fix-it foundations, you can change it to concrete or asphalt. I think we'll do asphalt. Oh, no. So then we can just change these and then they're just like that forever here. Otherwise, you can also... Let's see here. I don't think we can actually upgrade the stuff until we get the customizer thing. Also, speaking of, let's shove all this into there. Okay, so we're gonna need more plates and more screws, which is luckily what we're making for both of these. Let's take some plates. And then let's take some screws. That should hopefully be enough. Not enough screws. Let's make some screws. We only need like just over 50. That ain't too bad at all. Alright, more than enough. Alright, let's launch that.
Miles.
So now we have assemblers. And we have access to rotors and modular frames and reinforced iron plates and smart plating. This big building. Jump pads is the last thing on this phase. Speaking of, now, don't think we really looked at it, but we have access to building the space elevator. And that's how we'll keep going in the tiers here. Well, phases. The phases are needed for more tiers. But now, we can actually automate reinforced iron plates instead of having to craft them. And same with modular frames and rotors are now accessible to actually craft. So we can make enough rotors for what we need now. I'm gonna go talk to the doggos again, see how fast they refill. I'm gonna have to look that up to see exactly how fast they refill. Oh! A nuke Knobelisk? That is hilarious. Okay, before I grab the other two, I should probably empty my inventory. We just got a free nuke Knobelisk. That's not too useful right now since I don't have any radiation protection anyways, but that would be hilarious to use on like a alpha hog or something. Alright, organization. Let's put down another personal box right here. Just to shove the stuff that we don't need into it. Oh yeah, man. We should be able to shove this into it now because more things have opened up. Yeah, so now that can start scanning. Nice. Put that into there. I'll put the frames into here. Don't really need the stators on me. Or the motors. Let's keep the rotors on me though. And let's see here. Let's make some more cable, I guess. Or was I doing something? Jeez, there's just so much new stuff now. So I could go for that for more inventory. And then eventually to that if I had more things. We can get inhalers now. So that's nice. Alien tech we really need to get into. I have Mercer spheres. I should probably grab those out. But we need to do the summer sloop stuff, and that requires Sam. And oh yeah, we really need to do the Caterium stuff. Oh yeah, I was making this in the first place, is what I needed to do, so I need screws for that. Jeez, I really got distracted. But now also, if I press that, it still makes the fix-it one, so I have to replace those. So, let's see here. Ramp 4 meter needs to go into slot 5, and then foundation 4 meter needs to go into slot 6, and then foundation 1 meter 7. There we go. And actually, I might just replace the ramp with the stairs. So now, if I pull out this, zoop mode, please. Now my ramps are stairs. They work exactly the same, but they just look like stairs now. And they cost 7 concrete and no plates. So now I don't need to carry a bunch of plates for actual foundations and stuff anymore. All I need is the concrete. But anyways, I'll still need some for other things like crafting benches and MAM and stuff, but it just saves some inventory space and makes things easier. What am I doing? I am making a rebar gun. There we go. And then we'll be making a lot of rebar. So what I'm actually going to do is come over here. You have a ton of that. Give me the extra that. Let's make this. Make me rebar for the rebar gun. And then I think the next order of business is we're going to grab some Caterium and start making a bunch of that, because getting stun rebar is great. And then it would be nice to also head to wherever quartz is. I think south of the Doggo Cave, there's quartz down there somewhere. I know there's quartz up north, but you had to have explosives to get to the easy access of that, so it's kind of annoying to go north for that stuff. Also, I need sand, so we'll have to head back up to the coal area, and we're gonna have to head up to the coal area for coal power eventually, too. But let's just make 2 stacks. Alright, 2 stacks. So let's shove this in here. There we go. Let's reload. There we go. And then we can shoot that. Alright, let's see here. Might as well unlock jump pads. Alright, and now we've done everything that we can until we do smart plating setup and stuff. Let's make a bunch of cable. Actually, I don't want to make a bunch of cable. I want to set down some machines that make a bunch of cable. We should really redo all this too, but probably really optimize it once we have Mark III belts, because that's 240 then. Oh. Let's see here. Alright, bring this over to here. Bring this over to here. I'm just gonna set up a quick thing that'll turn all this wire into cable quickly. I think it can only run, let's see here. Constructor, let's see what the thing is again. Recipe for cable, 60 per minute to make 30 cable. So with our Mark IIs, we can only run 2 of those in parallel anyways. Let's actually see stuff. Splitter here. Merger here. And then we'll just shove a container for it up here. So then these output only 30, so Mark 1s should be fine for all this. This is the only one that needs to be Mark II. Now let's set these to make cable. There we go. Oh. Alright, and then let's actually give them some power. That's why we have extra poles. There we go. Now we're making 60 cable per minute, 1 per second, and that'll be chugging away at the 1,000 that we're waiting for. In fact, I think I'll deposit some of the wire back into that box. There we go. Let's grab some more concrete too while we're at it. We do have plenty of concrete right now, but you can always take more. Now, computers are gonna be great. I think what we'll do is we'll try to speed run getting Summer Sloop stuff without actually having to get to the computer building stage. Also, let's build a Let's build the space elevator. So I need more plates, more rods, more wire. All right. Let's grab some more plates and rods. Let's pin this, actually. That's enough plates. Okay. Rods. That's enough rods. Okay, now I just need to grab enough wire. Shouldn't have put the wire away. Jeez. Alright. Now let's place this somewhere where there's plenty of room. For now, let's place it out over here, I think. Well, that's not flat enough. We could just place it like right here. It doesn't really matter if it's in the way right now. Alright, let's look at this. Needs 50 smart plating. Why am I falling? Well, it's building itself. We'll watch this. Whoa, that's so cool. There we go. And that snaps into place there. And now the thingy is complete. Space elevator.
Project assembly initialized. Congratulations, Pioneer. The space elevator will now automatically connect with the Project Assembly orbital platform. Project assembly is divided into phases, each of which require the delivery of project parts, such as smart plating, via the space elevator. Subsequent phases unlock access to new tiers with more advanced technologies to construct, automate, explore, and exploit. It is time to be honest. This project is part of the Save the Day program, the largest united undertaking in human history, destined to save us all. Earth is in peril and only Fix-It pioneers offer hope for survival. Fix-It is counting on you. Humanity is counting on you. Do not let Fix-It down.
Nice. Also, heat sinks. I'm never going to be using those soon. We'll deposit those here. That'll get me a ton more coupons, I bet. Or at least some. Let's see how much it does. Not as much as I would think. I guess they aren't as valuable as the other things I put in. Well, that's another coupon in the sink. Alright, let's see here. I think I want to go up there, because I'm pretty sure somewhere up there there's a another thingy, another hard drive. Also, speaking of, let's check this one, because this one's done. There we go. Stitched iron plate, or the inventory slots. I'm going to grab the stitched iron plate first, because guess what? It makes plates. It makes the reinforced plates from iron plates and wire, copper wire, instead of using screws. And it only takes 20 wire per minute instead of the screws, which is what? Let's see here. An assembler. So the basic recipe is 30 iron plates per minute, and then 60 screws per minute. So on a Mark II belt line, you can only get 2 of these machines running in parallel with a manifold. But if we grab this hard drive library, unfortunately, oh, let's see here. So this only needs 37.5 wire per minute. So you could get 3 fully at 100% going on one line. If you underclock it a little bit, you can get 4 in there. And this makes more per minute with that amount. And I think it uses less plates. Let's look. Yeah, it uses way less plates too. So that's nice and simple. So I think we will do that. And then what's easier with that is, since we have iron wire, this still only is made out of only iron. So that's a great thing to select. So now we need more hard drives. So let's go get some. Let's head up. That's wrong. That's very wrong. Wow, that just built, and I think that's inside the terrain now. That was stupid. Why did it build sideways? Alright, let's head up, please. Not down, up. Not sideways, up. And ain't that nice, it only needs concrete. I think I might build backwards this way for a little bit. And then build backwards again. There we go. Not tilde key. Tab. Although I could have just pressed right click. Alright, so then this is our little way up here. Also, we got this now, so now we can shoot anything. See that spitter there? Oh, I missed. It's got a big arc on it, so it's affected by gravity quite a bit. Ah, still got hit. But I killed it. I just gotta maneuver better. I wasn't really paying attention. Alright, more power slug, more good. Okay, these guys just need me to crouch. No need to shoot them when I can just keep stabbing them. What? Something here sees me. Oh. Little spitter. Oh, come on. Need to get better at my aiming. Well, there we go. At least there are only 2 hits. That's just the basic stuff. Alright, well, we got more beams, more modular frames, rotors. Get more stuff from deconstructing. Ooh. Got circuit boards from that. That's kind of nice. We need more computers, though. Computers is what we need to be able to get the summer sloop stuff going. The supercomputers or whatever. Also, give me those barrel nuts. Alright, that should be everything extra there. So now it's just this. And this just needs a solid biofuel, which we already had. So let's pull that out. Deconstruct that. Make a MAM. Throw that into there right away. Thank you, game. More plates. Goody, goody, good. Anything else up here that's good to grab? Also, what can I all scan with this? Just all those, okay. That area is treacherous for no reason. What sees me? Oh, great. Let's head over here. Oh yeah, the next thing we need to do is Caterium. Almost forgot about that. I think we'll head back then. Let's grab this quick though. Wonder what sees me. I don't see nothing. Think it might just be more of the crabs. Flying crabs. Well, let's head back and then let's do the Caterium stuff. So we're going to want to run a power line over to the Caterium stuff then. Let's check on our doggos. See what we got. Nothing. Oh! Another nuke Nobelisk. That's really funny. And then we got some rubber. Alright. Interesting. Interesting. That's so funny that we got nuke Nobelisks of all things. Throw all that into there. Alright, let's do it. This should have extra, right? No, but I can pull off of it. Just pull this way. We're heading for that. Got a big guy on me. It's no big deal. Let's head up. Away from big guy. The alpha hog. Oh. Where is he? He's in there somewhere. Anyways, let's move that to over there-ish. We can shoot these guys from a distance and they don't even do nothing. Oh, well, I guess apparently they attack. That ain't nice. How did it know I was here? Ow. They hurt. Not that much, but something. Let's shoot the other one from here, though. I bet that one's far enough that it won't. I probably had to have them crouching while doing that to not alert it. Well, yeah, I think if you crouch and shoot, they don't care. Well, these guys aren't particularly deadly anyways. Let's put a miner on here. Actually, no, let's foundation it up in here. On the grid. All right. Nice. Pull this over here. Pull this out once more. Alright, now we can place a miner on here. We'll probably have it face this way, yeah. Have this pull over here. A tiny bit of rock there, that's not ideal. Oh well. We can have it pull on this side. pull this out to 8 once again. Now we got some room here. Let's start with a man, because we're going to be doing some research up here. We'll just do the Caterium research right in here. Let's have this come out to here. Let's just start manually grabbing a bunch of Caterium. Grab all that. Not too bad at all. Alright, that thing's still going for 2.5 minutes. Let's look at the Caterium thing though. So to unlock that you need 50. So let me just grab 3 more. 1, 2, 3. There we go, and then the rest can just be put away. I know some of it goes back into my inventory anyway, so I won't have more than 50. But then after this, all we need is ingots. So let's let that go. Now we're gonna want probably 4 smelters. Oh. Yeah, let's just... right there, and then 2, 3, 4, and then we'll want some splitters that line up. There we go. Got it on there close, but Mark 1 should be fine for this last ending here. Just save some smart plating. Alright, we're gonna have to move all this. Nice if it would actually pick all this up. Oh, because it does it by each type. Alright. There we go. Fine. I will just do this then. I'll do it this way so that I don't mess it up. That's straight, right? Yeah, that's straight. It's super straight. And then we can split. Let's put down the smelters first. It'd be nice if I wasn't getting moved by the conveyor. Alright, let's just do that. 3 and 4. And then splitter. Place it on these, but we have it line up. guess we'll start doing that. Oh, come on. Wow, no good place for that. Alright. These two get attached to that. And these two get attached to that. And this one will be able to extend out to whatever is going to be over here. Which is going to be constructors. Alright, so that's done. So let's see what we got here. Copper rotor or inventory slots. I think I just want the inventory slots now. Because copper rotor is doo-doo. More screws, and then copper sheets. Who wants to deal with that? Just for rotors. Alright. So now I have more space. And now I can actually research the caterium that we need to. Alright, so now we can smelt the caterium. Oh, I forgot what it was. Oh, 45 to 15. It's the same type of thing. So this thing is pulling out 120. So we actually only need 3. So let's see here. So 120 divided by 3, that's 40. So this should be what, 95%? No, 90% probably. Not quite. 80. Let's see, what if it's 13? Well, let's see here. So 3 to 1. So 120 makes 40 divided by 3. That's going to be not a rounder number. Let's see here. $13.33. So I'll just type in a bunch of 3s like that. There we go. And then I'll copy this. Peak efficiency. Paste. Paste. That just saves some power then. Alright. Alright. We need to have mergers. There we go. And now each and every one of these should be fine. It should be good for that then. So we can just do Mark 1s out of this. Now let's see here. How much ingots do we need for the next upgrade? Because then after that, the only thing I have to actually worry about is just a bunch of quick wire. We need 50 ingots. New shop products and everything too. Nice. So I can just keep doing this until we get 50. Nice, nice, nice. Not too bad at all. 40, 50. 4, 5. All right. Let's deposit this. Start research on the wire. Yeah. Now, to get that, we just need 50 wire. And for that, we need 100 wire. And for this, we need 100 wire. So we need 250 wire. So now, let's look at the actual production for wire with this. It takes 12 to make 60. I know out of this, okay, so it's 3 to 1. So we're making 40. So let's see here. 40 divided by 12. 3 3/4. So let's see. How do I want to do the ratios here? We're gonna get 200 even out from all that, from the 40 ingots. Also, I could overclock the stuff, but that wouldn't really matter until I had higher value belts. So let's see here. I could do 4 constructors. Constructors, yeah. Pull out to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just do the other things first. We'll do the splitters here first. Each of these only needs to be level 1 conveyor again, because we're only running 40. Items total 30 here. Nope, not that. Okay, so then let's run the power. There we go. And we're going to set all these to quick wire. Now I want it to take, let's see here. So it needs to do 50 per minute. Yeah, so then each of these will take 10 per minute. Actually, that'll be annoying because that makes 200 total, and that's more than my lines can support. So really, I only need to make 120's worth. Which means each of these could make 60 per minute. Then I only need 2 machines. Just have these running at full capacity. Let me just make sure that's right. Yeah. So then that only really needs 24 then. So each of these... Let's see here. To make 24, each of these only needs to make 12. And I only need 2 of these then. So then... I can just do that. And then we can upscale this later when I actually have better belts and everything, and I can overclock or even have this be Mark II miner. Okay, so then each of these only needs 36, so then 36 times 2. So I actually only need 72 coming out. So then I can underclock this to make 72. So then it's all even and way more power efficient. There we go. And let's look at what we got for that. Our power is doing pretty good as well, all things considered. Alright, and then let's pull these out. So then, these will be coming out at 120 per minute. So then we can run that into a crate. Organization. There we go. And now we're making 120 quick wire per minute. And let's see what the thing needs for that, what the man needs for that. Deuterium. Okay, so we need 100 here, and we already have 75. So we need 25, 125, 175. And actually, we can get that right away. So now we can make stun rebar. Stun rebar does less damage than regular rebar, but it does the stun thing, which is great. Alright. Deuterium. Let's get that unlocked. Alright, so now, once we get 300, we can get better power poles. AI limiters. With AI limiters, then we can get smart splitters. That's actually real powerful. So AI limiters is quick wire and copper sheets. And then, okay, that'll be great. Yeah, we should actually do that. And then the other side is with high-speed connectors. That'll need plastic though, so that's once we're into oil. But then that gets us priority power switches. Not too useful, but bullet guidance system for homing rifle ammo. Once we have rifle rounds will be nice. I forgot what the Mark IIIs cost, but I usually just stick to Mark II because they're good enough anyways, and they're way better than Mark I. Alright. So let's unlock that, because I would like to have a zip line. Especially once I get the huge ones, they'll be nice. Okay. Alright, I'll let that go for a tiny bit here then. Pretty good, pretty good. Pretty good. These make it at 60 per minute on the belt, so that's full. In fact, we should make those. I like having them like that, just so then the transition into the belts is smoother, and it doesn't look like it's getting stuck. Yeah, I like that. Alright. Not too bad at all. Grab me all those, thank you. Now we're gonna have to come up here whenever I want good poles, though. Good power poles. Let's unlock... Getting smart splitters is gonna be great for us, because then we can do things with the sinks a lot easier. Let's buy that one. There we go. Now let's pull out a assembler, because I'm pretty sure that's what they're made on. So yeah, it is just 100 quick wires per minute and a bunch of copper sheets though. That's kind of annoying. Okay, so then this needs some of those. Can I craft these is the thing. Can I manual craft? You can manual craft them, so that's nice. Also, I should just manual make some of these, because I have a bunch extra of the ingots on here. Alright. Let's grab this. Thank you. I'm gonna unlock, oh, 20 left for that. Take all that, there we go. Now we have enough. Material. Unlock that. Mark II power poles.
Power pole Mark II unlocked. This provides additional power connections compared to the Power Pole Mark I.
Oh yeah, Mark III's needed AI, not that's AI limited. They needed high-speed connectors, and I was like, why would I have to use plastic and that and make a whole line for that just to use Mark III ones? Like Mark IIs are good enough with just dealing with only Caterium for that. So I think that Mark IIs are great. Speaking of, let's make this. Nope. Power. Let's make that the default. So it just directly replaces copper wire for quick wire. Also, Caterium is this game's version of gold, if you haven't noticed. It's used for all the same stuff. Alright, let's head back down. Let's not forget the man, though. I kind of want to take that back with me. Oh, wait, no, I wanted to make those AI limiters first, didn't I? Get enough for 10. There we go. I mean, I already had one extra, though, so... I'm gonna need extra to actually make the smart splitters, though. But that'll be nice, because then I can take extra output off of a line once the container is full. Start research on that. Yeah, now we have smart splitters. Now let's look and see in logistics. Smart splitters. Okay, they cost the reinforced plates, rotors, and AI limiters, so they are pretty expensive to make, but it's worth it. Alright, and let's grab this. Let's grab the rest of those for now. Let's get it up to 200, please. Alright, that's enough. The rest can keep building up. In fact, I might actually use my first smart splitter here. Yeah, I think I will. So we're gonna put a smart splitter right here. Let's program it. So the front is gonna be any. Left is going to be overflow. Now, put that into there, and then we're going to grab an awesome sink. We don't have enough. Alright, let's head back quick. We need to get some reinforced plating going on. That's no big deal though. I think in the next stream we're gonna go ahead and set up the actual, like, more permanent stuff here. Ouch. Let's check in with our doggos. Ooh, thanks for the free ammo. More stators, that's always good. That wasn't very productive. Alright, let's see here. Let's make some more reinforced plates. I think I'll put the sink on the quick wire system and then we'll be done for tonight. But next time we do this, I definitely want to solidify the production lines. Want to make full use of our iron nodes and the copper node as well. In fact, with the iron wire thing, the only thing that needs sheets is the AI limiters, which for now, I only really need in limited quantities. So to be honest, I can probably just sink the entirety of the copper output and just use the iron wire recipe since I have 2 pure nodes. There, please. No, that wasn't high enough. Why did it drop me off? I was just trying to look to the side. Okay, now I should be able to make an awesome sink here. That's just clipping with the wire. That ain't a big deal at all. There we go. So then once this container is full of quick wire, then it will travel into here and it'll give us free tickets for all of the production that's just going on in the background anyways. Alright, that's good. And with that, I think the stream will come to a close. Thank you for watching with me live or later on. And this is the stepping stone to great things. We'll be exploring some more now that I got the rebar gun, and we'll have access to stunning ammo. I'll probably want to get some more amethyst stuff going because shatter rebar is really great. And the stun isn't really going to work well since I don't have the upgraded baton yet. Unless I might look up where the stun baton in the doggo cave is and grab it from the doggo cave again. But until then, I think that'll be it. And then next time we'll really get the production stuff going up, and it'll be great. And I'll also name these doggies, maybe get some more dogs. Hopefully these ones won't be disappeared by the next time. This should be fine, but there we go. Alrighty. Also, another thing we gotta do is I gotta customize my character. We'll probably do that first next time. Make things look good. And then once we... Do we have the customizer unlocked now? Yes, we do. So we can do custom swatches and stuff. That's kind of nice. I might modify that type of swatch. I always liked purple and green. Oh, swatching that is silly. Alrighty, well, see you later, everyone, and have a good day.